Here's the deal. The man was impeached twice. He was convicted on 34 felony counts. And the American people still said, he's closer to normal than what we see.
Exactly.
Left. So when he shows up week 1 on Capitol Hill and he says, this is what we're going to do through an executive order, he's saying, I kept my promise. What voter out there can look at the Democratic Party at this moment in time and say, there's a voice for us? They didn't do that. And that's why their behinds are home and that man is back into the White House. You look at the networks right now, they're talking about him. Look at it, this is the latest, look at him. Here he goes again. Well, you know what here he goes again means? He's doing what he said he was gonna do. He promised you he was going to do these things, and he walked into office week 1, and that's exactly what he's doing. And he's saying, y'all do something about it. And when you try to do something about it, he's going to say, look at them now. Now they're concerned about these issues. Were they talking about that during the campaign? Hell no.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. Kamala Harris is catching strays from just about every direction. Friday, Stephen A. Smith went on the Bill Maher show and absolutely eviscerated Kamala Harris, said he felt stupid for even voting for her. Meanwhile, new reports indicate she begged Hillary Clinton for advice on how to deal with her crushing defeat. She's been branded a hypocrite from her recent photo op going grocery shopping. Katt Williams made fun of her. And that was all in the last 3 days. Kamala Harris can't catch a break. It's funny, though. I wonder how many of these people, like Stephen A. Smith, absolutely shilled for Kamala Harris, told everyone to go vote for her, and now suddenly, now that she lost, he's suddenly so smart and knows exactly why she lost. But let's take a little quick look at that. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, PDS Debt. We're all looking for a fresh start this time of year, from eating better to losing weight, and we have some bad habits to stop and some good ones to start. You can give your finances a huge fresh start. Make this year the year you start to get out of debt and stop being crushed by it. The first step is to contact PDS Debt for a personalized debt solution. If you're making payments every month on your debt and your balances aren't going down, PDS has solutions for you. Everyone with $10,000 or more in eligible debt qualifies. There is no minimum credit score required. Bad and fair credit is accepted. Save more while paying off your debt in a fraction of time. We've all been there. I was right there right after college. I had more bills every month than the money I was making. I just needed a little help to, get ahead. Make this year you take control of your debt. Get a free debt analysis right now at pdsdebt.com/quartering. It only takes 30 seconds. That's pdsdebt.com/quartering. pdsdebt.com/quartering. Link also in the description. Let's go to the clip of Stephen A.
Here's the deal. The man was impeached twice. He was convicted on 34 felony counts. And the American people still said, he's closer to normal than what we see.
Exactly.
Left. That's what they're saying. He's closer to normal. Why? Because something that pertains, when you talk about the transgender community, for example, and you're talking about the issues that pertain to less than 1% of the population, the Democratic Party came across as if that was a priority more so than the other issues. And so he comes into office. Now you're talking about childbirth, citizenship, and what have you. He knows that's not going to pass the mustard, but he knows that he made that promise. So when he shows up week 1 on Capitol Hill and he says, this is what we're going to do through an executive order, even though it's going to be shot down through the courts and what have you, he's saying, I kept my promise. A lot of other things that he's going to point to that he's going to try to do. I kept my promise. Then you turn around and you look at the left and you say, what promises did you keep? Now, you might know the answer to that. I'm certainly not questioning your knowledge about that at all. What I'm saying is what resonated with the voter. What voter out there can look at the Democratic Party at this moment in time and say, there's a voice for us, somebody that speaks for us, that goes up on Capitol Hill and fights the fights that we want them fighting on our behalf. They didn't do that. And that's why their behinds are home and that man is back into the White House. And they want to sit up there and talk. You look at the networks right now, they're talking about him. Look at it. This is the latest. Look at him. Here he goes again. Well, you know what here he goes again means?
He's doing
He's doing what he said.
Yeah, I think that he also talks about this. He talks about, I wanted to find this other clip too, where he says he feels like an idiot. Where is this? Where's Kamala? He feels like a fool for voting Kamala Harris. That's what he said. Yeah. That's Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A says, I feel like a fool for voting for her. Here you go.
Here's the deal. The man was impeached twice.
Oh,
Resonated with the voter.
Oh, it was coming
what
up.
Voter out there can look at the Democratic Party at this moment in time and say, there's a voice for us. Look at the networks right now. They're talking about him. Look at it. This is the latest. Look at him. Here he goes again. Well, you know what here he goes again means? He's doing what he said he was going to do. He promised you he was going to do these things, and he walked into office week 1, and that's exactly what he's doing. And he's saying, y'all do something about it. And when you try to do something about it, he's going to say, look at them now. Now they're concerned about these issues. Were they talking about that during the campaign?
No.
Hell no.
Yeah.
That's really it. Yeah.
He said, I voted for her, but in the end, we end up feeling like fools. If they hadn't had a primary, the likelihood is that she would not have been the nominee.
Okay, let's be honest here. First of all, one could argue that Obama resonated more because the people chose him to be the Democratic nominee for the presidency of the United States of America, as opposed to somebody backdooring their way into that position. Let's just be honest about it. You had Biden. I know that you supported Biden. Obviously, you spoke about his mental acuity and all of that other stuff, but we all saw what we saw. Before the debate on June 27th, when the debate happened, and by the time that was exposed, you then waited 3 weeks after that before he decided to walk away, but it was too late for anybody else to get in. So Kamala Harris, who didn't resonate during the primaries in 2020, couldn't even get to Iowa, suddenly is the Democratic nominee. And then then you roll up at the convention in Chicago, and everybody's like, she's a rock star. So it was like, wait a minute, how that happen? How that happen? I don't know how that happened. So you're looking at all of those things and you're saying, yes, I voted for her. A lot of people voted for her. But in the end, we end up feeling like damn fools because we supported it. We fell for the okie doke, as they say. She did. If you had a primary, the likelihood is that she would not have been the Democratic nominee.
The fact that he's just out here. Here's Katt Williams this weekend.
That let Kamala down. It was everybody that fuck else. Nobody voted for this bitch. Women didn't vote for her. Indians didn't vote for her. Jews didn't vote for her. She married a Jew. They did not vote for her. Bitches that wanted an abortion didn't vote for her. It was sad. Sad.
She got a lot of votes. Let me say that. And then you see this. Here's another joke. This is great.
Trump is not fucking around. Day one, that motherfucker did some shit that we thought only God. Trump is in day one. We thought only God could do.
Wait for it.
Day one. Some people went to sleep. Woke up. Trump had took their whole gender away. God damn. Your whole Badussi is gone, bitch.
Badussi. Yeah, yes it is. Sorry. Everybody is dunking on her. Then you have this article here. Kamala Harris branded hypocrite after furious fan spots detail about her shopping trip with soon-to-be ex-husband Doug Emhoff. Fans are furious after former Vice President Kamala Harris and her husband Doug Emhoff, oh Dougie, were spotted carrying plastic bags during their recent grocery run. Oh no! Plastic bags? Harris, 60, who previously advocated for the banning of plastic straws during her first unsuccessful presidential run in 2019, was seen at 99 Ranch Market Asian grocery store in Westwood, California on Tuesday. Well, speculation over marriage to Doug Emhoff swirls, fans were quick to point out another problem with the outing. The pair were there carrying plastic bags. WTF is with Kamala Harris toting plastic bag groceries. What an out-of-touch hypocrite with zero self-awareness. Now, I'm going to go ahead and venture a guess here that whoever's tweeting this probably voted for her. I'm just saying. Kamala first endorsed the plastic bag ban during a climate change town hall with CNN in September 2019. I think we should, yes. Harris said when she was asked if she supported the idea. She laughed and added that it was difficult to drink out of a paper straw, suggesting that the replacement needed more innovation. Yeah, the paper straws are garbage. We got to get kind of a more perfect one a little bit more. Here you see the new reusable bags, for which they charge 10 cents for, at stores use many more items than the older ones that we used to line the trash. Now we have to buy trash can bags and grocery bags and use many more times the plastic than in the past. Plastic bags are okay as long as you buy them from the store, according to the state of California. By 2024, she reversed that stance, of course, and has since dropped the suggested ban. The plastic bag ban now stands in contrast to what Americans would have perceived her to be an environmentalist, giving California's 10-cent fine on using single-use bags and the long-term impact. By the way, those bags are not really single-use. I mean, we reuse them all the time. We use them for litter boxes. We never throw them out. I don't know. I mean, I guess some people do. I guess sometimes they're really crap and they have holes in them. They're like good enough to get your groceries, but you can't really reuse them. I mean, that happens sometimes, but we definitely try to reuse them. And then you see this. She contacted Hillary Clinton over how to deal with losing to Trump. Following her brutal election loss, former President Kamala Harris recently spoke to Hillary Clinton on multiple occasions as she mulls her future in the wake of President Trump's return to the White House. Not much is known about details of those discussions, but Harris has also consulted family members and friends. Clinton was the first woman to win the Democratic nomination for president, and she was also the first female to notch a popular vote victory. Harris, 60, who was the first female vice president in U.S. history, and the second woman to serve as a Democrat's presidential standard loser, reached out to Hillary Clinton to ask her how she was dealing. How does she deal with getting crushed so badly by the Orange Man? Well, I don't know. I mean, she had literally the full power of the deep state, of every celebrity, $1.5+ billion in campaign funds, and still lost horribly. One does wonder how the heck that happened. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.